So I don't even know what to title this video as. I don't even know what it is. It's low-key a roast and low-key an appreciation. I'm not sure, but I was really into Disney a couple days ago. Like I was watching a whole lot of movies and listening to a whole lot of songs, music videos. So yeah, if you're interested in something like this, stay, subscribe, comment maybe. Okay, let's get into it. Starting off with Teen Beach Movie, I think it was one of the last good Disney Channel movies that tried to have, that high school musical feel. And some people hated it, but the songs were really, really good. And the choreography is really great and interesting and engaging. And the story is, it's not really unique. It's still the same, we're somehow in a musical. So yeah, but anybody who hates on it is a liar because the music is good and the dancing and all that is fun and the clothes are really, really cool. So yeah, that's it. Next is Descendants. I've never actually watched the full movie. The most I've seen of it is when it comes to like movie reviews. I've watched a couple of those on YouTube because I can't commit to watching the full movie, but I like the idea of it. I think it's really awesome and cool and interesting that like the descendants of all the supervillains in Disney history having kids and them interacting with each other. That's a really interesting concept. And also, rest in peace, Cameron Dallas. Rest in peace. So, moving on to Camp Rock, I used to always wonder, like, why does Demi Lovato smile so much? Like, why does she smile with her full face? But it turns out that that's just how she performs and that's just her face. So I feel bad that when I was a kid, I used to always wonder, like, why does she do that? But I fully accepted that. Also, Camp Rock 1 had some of the best songs. Camp Rock 2 was like a close second for me, but, they lost. And moving on, let's talk about Camp Rock 2, the final jam. Obviously, I don't have to tell you that Camp Star was way better. Camp Rock was like down to earth. They were the boy next door. But Camp Star was the bad boy in the leather jacket and the Mustang who was living next door or across the street. Like Camp Star was just better. Their music had like, I don't know, an urban feel. And they dressed so much cooler. Cooler for 2010 or 2000 and I can't wait a minute. What year was Camp Rock 2 produced? Moving on, let's talk about Zapped starring Zendaya. For this movie, I've never seen it. I've never watched it. I haven't even seen the poster really. And I think if I have seen it, I always thought it was just Casey Undercover, the movie. I never knew she had, a Disney Channel movie like that. But I don't really have much to say about it because I haven't watched it. So I'll just talk about Casey Undercover instead. Casey Undercover was a combination to me of That's So Raven and Kim Possible. And those were two of like my favorite shows. So it was nice seeing something similar made. And of course, I really like Zendaya. I really think she's cool and I like what she's doing now, especially with Euphoria. Euphoria is not really my thing. I watched season 1 and I haven't watched more since then, but that's not the point of the video. Also, I really liked the fact that she was in an interracial relationship because the main love interest for Casey Undercover was an Asian guy. And I always love seeing interracial relationships on TV and in movies, especially when it's done so naturally and it's not like in your face. That was really cool. So yeah, let's move on to Lemonade Mouth. Lemonade Mouth was the more mature version of High School Musical in my opinion. There were a lot of interesting themes and I think the most notable two were Naomi Scott, who was from a Muslim family and she had to pretend to be one way at home and another way in school. And at my age, when I was like, as a kid watching it, you're like, oh my God, I've never seen this culture before. And it's like a cultural reset. And that's what's so cool about kids shows or kids movies incorporating, different cultures and different people, because you learn something, and it, in a way, it teaches you something that you would otherwise not learn about or see in school or around you. So I really like that. And Good Luck Charlie's Teddy, Bridget Mendler, I think one of her parents was in jail, and I'd never seen that on TV as a kid. So I was like, oh my God, does that happen? Is that real? So it was a really good movie. The music was so great too. It was so great. I never knew I was into like rock/pop, but Lemonade Mouth made me realize that that's my type of music. Yeah. Also, if I had to choose a high school experience between High School Musical and Lemonade Mouth, I would definitely choose Lemonade Mouth for sure. Speaking of High School Musical, I could talk about, the songs, or I could talk about how High School Musical 3 became too theatrical and moved away from just being a simple story about high school kids who also sing. But I'm not going to talk about that. What I really want to talk about is the fact that Ryan was gay. Like, he was gay. Extremely gay. But of course, it was too early in Disney history, in world history, to admit that this was an openly gay character. So I think by the second movie, he had a girlfriend, Kelsey, the girl who plays the piano. And I don't know if anybody believed it, because even at my age, I always used to say, like, there's just something about him. I don't think he's into girls like that. But yeah, he was gay, and that's really all I want to say about that. Ryan was gay, and they should have just let him be gay. Also, why did they show him thrusting aggressively into the camera in High School Musical 1 and All in This Together? By the way, it was such an amazing song. It really changed the game. It was the song that made me think, that's how high school is going to be for me. We're all going to be in this together. But it wasn't. And yeah, Ryan thrusting into the camera is forever ingrained into my memory. So I know nobody's watching because I usually get 0 views on my videos, but I made this video because I just really wanted to. So, okay, that's it.